We got the heat treat nailed down, so the next step is going to be the finish grinding. I'm going to do this before I do the guard, just in case I take a little more surface, a little more thickness off of this blade. So we're going to do the finish grinding. The first thing I'm going to do is work on the flats and get those cleaned up to like 120 grit. And then I'll go through and I'll spray it with some layout fluid. I'll draw my bevels on here, and then I'll put a center mark on the edge as well. There's a couple different ways to do this. You can either just grind like you're grinding bevels, just to keep the flats, or you can grab one of these wonderful little magnets right here, slap it on there, and then just run it straight up and down like that to get the flats. And I think that's the technique I'm using today. Got the layout fluid on here, so now I'm going to draw the bevels at the height I want them on each side. And then up here where I want my plunge line, I'm just gonna hand scribe a line on there. That way I can stay within that range. There, and there'll be a little arc right here. All right, so I have those lines. Now I just need to draw a center line, and then I'm ready to grind again. I'm gonna start with the 80 grit. I'm already really close to my finished bevel lines, so there's no need to get crazy with the 36 grit. One thing to remember is when you're putting your bevel on to the belt, try to steer more toward the edge than the bevel, because if you go past your bevel, if you hit your bevel too low and you go past, then basically you've kind of screwed that up. So err on the side of the edge instead of the bevel down here. And then once you get it on the edge, you can drop it down so that you can feel the flat of the bevel. So there's the finish grinding. I got a little squirrely with my left hand and took the bevel up just a little bit higher than I wanted to. So I just matched the bevel on both sides, just a little higher. Still good. Still pretty much where I wanted it, so I'm happy with it. I started with 80 grit, and then I took it up to 120, and from here I'll hand sand, but I'll do that after I've fitted up the guard and got the handle all ready and stuff. So the next video will be guard fit up.